Since 2009, Seat Concepts has been dedicated to making the best aftermarket seats. More comfort, more grip, more riding. For 10 years, we've continued to raise the bar. Innovation and American craftsmanship make Seat Concepts the world-leading manufacturer of power sports seats.
Hi, I'm Mark Tilley from Dirt Bike Magazine. As you can see, I'm in street clothes. I got a dirty bike behind me. This video series is gonna be a little bit different. We're looking at dual sport motorcycles. We're looking at dual sport builds. But the difference in this one is I don't get to ride the motorcycles. We're actually gonna have the guys that built them ride the motorcycles and then tell you why they did what they did. These are modified motorcycles, so you need to check your state's laws to make sure that they stay legal for on-road use. This particular build is off-road use only in the state of California. Built by Donny Emler Jr. from FMF. So stay tuned to find out what's going on with Little D's ride.
All right, so welcome to my off-road build, and I'm really excited because since I was a young kid growing up, riding with my dad, really focused a lot on off-road riding. And now 40 years later, here I am, and man, I've got a family of my own, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I love being able to go out in the desert, hit the trails, tight technical stuff. So I really want to kind of bring you guys in and show you some of the stuff that I've done to my bike to make it fit my needs for the trails. Now that I'm 40, you know, I figured let's build one badass motorcycle that I can take off-road riding. So when you're 40, you got to look good. So, you know, I really wanted this build to be something special. You know, so what we did is we teamed up with Husqvarna and Dox MX, and man, we took this thing down to the frame. I had the frame powder coated. I really wanted to go for a little bit different look. I wanted to match the frame to the magnesium color Han W wheels. So I sent it off to San Diego Powder Coating. They did a great job at coming up with the look and trying to match the colorways. Kind of from there, we'll go from the top down. You know, I went with Pro Taper for the handlebars. They have a great rally bend right now that can really, it's pretty flat up towards the top, so you can fit a lot of the controls and everything. Having a lot of flat space on the bend was really important. And then we added a Trail Tech computer. From a standpoint of like riding, you know, off-road a lot, going down to places like Baja, Trail Tech Voyager Pro is just next level. I mean, satellite connection, GPS, load your tracks in. Being that I'm on the tall side, I'm 6'4", so suspension plays a key factor. So what I did is I teamed up with AEO Motorsports. They're a dealership down here in Murrieta, California. But not only are they a dealership, they have a great suspension program. They knocked it out of the park. We replaced the XPLOR fork with the WP cartridge inserts in to help with the actual valving and compression. Gold Ti Nitride on the lowers. And for the seat, we went with C Concepts. I stand up a lot just because I'm so tall on the bike, but when I do sit down, being 40, it's nice to have a little more cushion for the pushing on the motorcycle. So it's a great product, American made, and you can't go wrong with that. And speaking of American made, let's talk about the FMF full exhaust system on this bad boy. Being that we make everything in-house and work so closely with Husqvarna and KTM worldwide, you can guarantee this thing's tuned perfectly for your motorcycle when you put it on. kind of key components. One is the Nihilo secondary SOS switch. This is kind of key, so if you crash and you break your starter button on the handlebar, this is a little secondary switch that will act as a start switch for you. So, you know, riding off-road when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you got to kind of think of these things. And one of the other things is the anti-gravity battery that we put in. Not only longer, you know, charge, all that kind of stuff, but it also has like a secondary start switch on that. And one of those things that keeps you rolling is the Nitro Mousses on the Dunlop AT81s. Having the nitros in there, you never have to worry about, you know, really having a flat. You can plow through stuff. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to the Rekluse guys. Not only did they hook me up with their manual full system, they also set me up with a Kirsten foundation custom clutch cover. Anyone can go to Rekluse and they will make this for you, you know, custom. It's really, really cool, and they're giving pretty much all the profits and the proceeds directly back to the foundation. And I can tell you, from being a board member on the Kirsten Foundation, these guys at Rekluse have donated over $20,000 to our foundation, which is just outstanding. So we put a lot of effort into making it like this. But the great thing about this platform and this model is you don't have to do all of this stuff, but maybe you saw something in here in this video that sparks your interest. Reach out to one of these companies, you know what, because we're all in this industry and we love this sport. So thanks Dirt Bike Magazine for coming to check out my latest build. You know, we put a lot of hard work into this thing, and you know, the cool thing is in 1973 when my dad started FMF, he started as a hop-up bike company, and you know, that's kind of the mentality that I took with this project. And you know, the love of off-road riding with friends, riding with family. But the main thing is that this bike is a great bike just off the showroom floor, but when you add some of these products, it works really, really well. And I'm so excited that these partners came on board to help me with my dream build of this off-road project. So let's get out, ride, let's have fun, let's share the passion, the sport for all things two wheels and the love of riding. I'm really excited to go ride it now and hit the trails, and we'll see you guys soon.